Trade in your old spooky heating and air system for a premier heating and air system and get a $2,000 rebate right now. $2,000 with the purchase of any new heating and air system from Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to premierishere.com today and experience the premier difference.
Now for the ribbon cutting for the Oconee Gym renovation project. I like to think of it as the Let Your Light Shine project. And those of you who saw this gymnasium before the renovation will know why I think of it this way. This used to be a dark and dingy gym. All these beautiful windows that you see here, they were boarded up. And for years there was darkness here. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." And when you live in a way that contrasts with the darkness around you, people will be drawn to you. And the light that you shine, not by perfection, but by the difference they see in you and the hope that you possess. So think of that when you think of the way this gymnasium looked before versus the way it looks now, filled with light, filled with hope for this community. In March of 2023, the City of Dublin submitted an application to the federal government requesting $2 million for the improvement of this gymnasium. I want to read from the application just a few things so you can see how we wanted this project to be for this community. This is what we wrote in 2023. Southside is home to caring, dedicated, and proud neighbors. It is home to grassroots organizations that are constantly making strides to try to revitalize their neighborhood. Southside is home to many families living in hard places, facing challenges that many never see. Southside is part of a greater community that is meeting its challenges with attempted solutions, leveraging smart investments. Southside is Dublin. In the heart of Southside sits the Oconee Gym. The Oconee Gym has been a safe place, a haven for the Southside community, for vulnerable young people and their families and their mentors. Once home to the mighty Trojans, the Oconee Gym is the last remnant of Dublin's Oconee High School, which served as a bastion of hope for many families seeking education, recreation, and arts during the early parts of the 20th century. This school closed upon integration in 1970, and the gymnasium, known as the Oconee Gym, now serves as an indoor recreation and cultural event facility. But it has become, and this is back in 2023, shabby, closed off, dark, and in dire need of improvements. The HVAC and fire safety systems were aged and unreliable. The windows were covered for over 30 years, 3 decades without light shining into the building. The electrical system was outdated. The basketball court was dead. The floor had lost its ability to rebound the ball. The classroom had damages and was unusable. The exterior was closed off and did not have compliant points of egress. The Oconee Gym renovation project, and this is what we wrote in 2023, will deliver a fully renovated facility providing new high-quality recreation opportunities, basketball, weight training, group fitness, health and wellness education classes, and mentorship programs. And now here we are 2.5 years later, and the project expanded to $3.9 million. Was it worth it? Absolutely. The renovation effort has been incredible, and it did not happen by any one person or any one group of people, but rather by a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people who worked together for over 2.5 years through this project, delivering the facility that you see today. I need to thank some of those people. First off, the City Council that approved the funding for this project. Our City Council members, Bill Brown, Tess Godfrey, Paul Griggs, Benny Jones, Sarah Colby, Rich Mascara, and Chris Smith. They're sitting here before you today, and they shepherded this project for the last 2 years. Now, this project had been a dream of the prior council as well, and we have with us today our former mayor, Julie Drigger, who for years advocated for the South Side and the Oconee Gym, along with other former city council members, including Jerry Davis, who is a member of the Oconee High School National Alumni Association, Gerald Smith, Ed Touchberry, Curtis Edwards, and former Mayor Phil Best. Other city managers in the past, George Roussel and Lance Jones, and our Tiffany Stanley, who is our GMA member, services consultant, and a former assistant city manager. Thank you, our Tiffany. I believe you're here today as well. This project was not just a project of the City of Dublin. The Lawrence County Board of Commissioners stepped up and provided absolutely necessary funds to make this project happen. The chairperson of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners is Brenda Chain, and this project sits in her district, and she advocated for $500,000 from the county's funds to be spent on this project. And the commissioners agreed to that and funded this project. Those commissioners are here with us today. I want to thank Chairperson Brenda Chain, as well as Commissioners Trey Kemp, Jimmy Rogers, Kevin Tanner, Jared Mathis, and our County Administrator Brian Rogers for making this project happen. Now, one of the things that was very important to us as a city is to make sure that this project wasn't driven by elected officials, but rather by the people in the community. The people who have lived here, people who have gone to the Oconee High School, but also the future. So we brought in youth council advisors, we brought in historical advisors, sports advisors, and advisors from the county the county commission's office. I want to thank those advisors who made the Oconee Gym High School Advisory Committee such a vital part of this project. Our youth advisors were Carithia Charleston, LaKay Wright, and Zaylin Boston. I believe that at least two of you are here. Is that right? Can you raise your hands or stand up? Our youth advisors, there we go. Thank you very much for being here. Our historical advisors as well, George Hollingsworth, Jerry Davis, and then we need to honor the late Guynell Ellington, who passed away during the project. She was such a vital part of it because she had been historian and provided many photographs. I know that her family, Bobby Lurker, Rex, and Tim Ellington are here, and I really appreciate all that you and your family have done to help with this project. We had our sports advisors. Now, there was a lot of talk about what we're going to do with the basketball court. Do we go back to a wooden floor? Do we have one court? Do we have two courts? Do we have bleachers that retract or not? And these guys were here every step of the way, giving their perspective as long-term members of the community who have participated in this gym and other sports activity. And that's Antoine Paldo and Thomas Walker, better known as Tump Walker. Thank you very much for your participation. I gotta say, I think they did a great job. The basketball floor looks terrific, and when the weights come in, I think everybody's going to be real impressed with the weight room too. Now, there were city staff who worked tirelessly on this project, and we need to honor and thank them as well. Our engineering director, Matthew Bradshaw, our project manager, Matt Slaughter, Robbie Petrie of our Public Works, Nicole Simmons, our new parks director, who will be overseeing the gym, Dorothy Rozier. Dorothy is our community relations director, and she's going to talk later about some additional work to be done here at the Oconee Gym. Not to mention Candy Powell and Tara Bradshaw, who wrote the successful grant application and shepherded it through the federal government. And then, of course, the person who rides herd on everybody and makes sure everything gets done with 1,000 emails and text messages, our city manager, Josh Powell. We have today with us the architects on the project, Brian Felder and Bob Patikny. Thank you very much for getting this project designed in a way that's going to be a benefit to our community for years. And of course, the construction team with Garbett Construction. Sean Moxley is president, Logan Horn was the project manager, and then a special thanks to the guy who was here day in and day out overseeing the project, Benny Brantley. Thank you guys from Garbett for the outstanding work you've done on this project. All right, now we've got some others. And this is the people who I really want to make sure that you get honored. The alumni of the Oconee High School. Please stand if you are an alumni of the Oconee High School. Decade after decade, you kept this dream alive. You advocated tirelessly for this investment, and it's because of your perseverance and your dream that this has happened. So thank you for all that you're doing for your community. Also, and that includes the former employees and staff members of Oconee High School. I know that we've got Ms. Susie O'Neill here and maybe some others who are teachers at Oconee High School. Oh, Ms. Drigger, our former mayor, was also a teacher. Thank you guys for all that you've done in being a part of this. Now, we also not only look to the past, but also to the future. And we have made sure that our youth council, the future of our community, has been at the table for this project. Our youth council members, please stand. We want to give you some recognition and appreciation for your help with this project. We see them over there. Thank you guys very much. Now, as you know, at the very beginning, I noted that the Southside community had the support of a lot of grassroots organizations, and the final thank you goes to the Southside Community Association. If you're a member of the Southside Community Association who has advocated for this project for so long, please stand so that you can be recognized. Members of the Southside Community Association. All right. As you can tell, this was a community effort. This was by all of us, for all of us. And this is going to be a benefit to our community for decades to come.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need: coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
At this time, we are going to turn it over to the Dublin High School Fighting Irish Band under the direction of Marcus Raymer for the performance of the Oconee High School alma mater. And if you are an alumni of the Oconee High School, maybe you will remember the words to this, which are on the back of your program, and sing along.
are so excited to be here. We are so excited for the project that we are launching. We are so excited that the project is ready to be launched to the public. We're creating a mosaic mural to honor the alumni and staff of the historic Oconee High School, featuring images collected by every yearbook throughout the school's history. That has been over 2,500 images. Alumni, families, and community are invited to share photos and memories that will become a part of this unique tribute. The project will feature both an interactive digital mosaic where you can zoom in on the photos, the names, and the stories, and it's a permanent installation inside of Oconee Gym, preserving Oconee's rich history for generations to come. The digital photo submission is open to the public until October 22nd, 2025. We set up a table with a link and QR codes to access the submission website. The link will also be available on the City of Dublin's website. If you have any questions about the mural, please feel free to stop by the table. And we have special thank you to our Oconee Regional Library, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Trotter, and their team for digitizing those annuals. Let's give them a hand. They did a lot of work digitizing those annuals. Mr. Jerry Davis of the Citizen Advisory Committee and our mayor and council for approving the project. Thank you. Just so that you can see, there's an image to the right where that will be mounted when it is ready. Thank you.
Good evening. We want to start off with a special presentation to someone who has impacted the Southside community, Oconee Gym, through utilization of basketball. This individual has raised a lot of us, young adults. He has trained countless kids. I've seen him train his son, he's even trained me. They just say when he trained me, that was the first and last time he trained me. He tried to kill me that day. I can tell you about a time where we played a summer league game, and it was a little biased, so there was a little favoritism in the game. Me and his son was battling back and forth the whole game. I'm talking about the whole game. We got to the fourth quarter, about a minute left, and he decided to foul me out the game. And if you know me, I was fussing and saying some other words, and he just looked at me and said, "You done? I go sit your book back on the bench." But if you know him, that's just how he is. He's straightforward, he's blunt, and that's just the way he is. So tonight we want to recognize this special individual who made a lasting impression in the Southside community and the Oconee Gym. Some know him as Bill, some know him as Square. If y'all please stand, give a round of applause for Mr. Curtis Smith. We'd like to take this time to recognize and honor Curtis Smith. Graduated from Dublin High School in 1975. He played basketball in college at Georgia College in Millersville. He has always been passionate about recreation and basketball. He has worked as a community basketball coach, serving our community for decades, focusing on the development of fundamentals. He really has. He worked with individuals with special needs through the community mental health department. He's been a basketball referee for over 30 years and been responsible for scheduling basketball officials. He served as assistant basketball coach for the men's varsity basketball team at Baldwin County High School, along with his son, the head coach, Ben Smith. He worked with the Dublin-Lawrence County Recreation Authority and oversaw the operations and much more of the Oconee Gym for years. In addition to his efforts in basketball, he is a deacon at William Grove Baptist Church and also a Sunday school teacher there. He's an avid craftsman and has received the Phi Beta chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Citizen of the Year Award, the Dublin-Lawrence County Black History Festival Man of the Year Award in 2024, and the Southside Union Community Association Award in 2015. He and his wife Brenda have been married for 41 years. He is the father to Ben and Tiffany Smith, and Brianna and Keith Cheney. He is G-Dot to Ray and Odyssey. As Chris said, when I first got elected, when I knew I was running, this is one of the first two people that I came and talked to. And I walked through those doors and told him that I was going to run for city council. I want to be city councilman. He looked at me and said, "You're going to be just like the rest of the politicians." I said, "What you mean? We ain't going to see you every 4 years." I said, "Nah, I'm going to come up more than that." He just looked at me and said, "We'll see." Over that time, we've had a relationship. It haven't always been good. We done had our arguments. We haven't saw eye to eye. But I had to be an ear and had to listen to him vent a lot of times about his frustration about this gym and what was going on. He was the maintenance man, the yards, grounds keeper. I'd have been out there. I'm like, "Curtis, why you sweeping up? Why you raking up the leaves?" Somebody got to do it. They got somebody to do that, Curtis. They ain't been over here, so I got to do it. But if you look over there, if anybody remember the cage, we used to call it the cage over here outside basketball court. Curtis came to me. I guess this was my trial run to see if I really was going to do any work. Curtis came and said, "I'd like to take that basketball court there and make it a full basketball court." I said, "What you mean a full basketball court it is?" He said, "No, I want the same size as Oconee gym. I want it out there, and I want to redo it." So I got to work, advocated with council, got them to agree to do it, told Curtis we got to go. I never forget the first time we met out here with Brian Millett. Brian Millett said the same thing I said. "It's a full court." Curtis said, "No, it ain't." I said, "It ain't a full court." He said, "What's the dimension for a full court?" I was sitting there looking like, I don't know. Curtis immediately rolled off the top of his head. I'm like, whatever he said. But Curtis got on the computer all night, every day. He was calling me down here, Benny. He found the people we bought the equipment from. He found everything. When they delivered it, Curtis called me, "Hey, your stuff down here." I'm like, "What you mean my stuff?" He helped me unload the stuff. We unloaded, put it in the gym. That's one of the things we did. So that cage is courtesy of Mr. Curtis Smith. That old, he transferred that there. He wanted Mr. Brodger always be remembered. He advocated for this whole complex to be known as Roscoe Bryant Park. And I could go on and on with what he done, but his countless dedication to this, Mr. Smith, I want you to know that this is the Roscoe Bryant Recreation Complex. You are standing in the Oconee Gymnasium. And from here on out, we're proud to announce that you are standing now on the Curtis Smith basketball court.
Yeah, they're gonna make me say something. That's okay. That's all right. And they've been lying to me all day about why I should be down here. But no, I appreciate it, Benny. You know, it's good. It's a dream that, and I just hope, you know, all the community and all y'all coming up here. Look at my little granddaughter. I just hope we continue like all the years, that all the fun that we've had down here, that it just continues on. They've done good work down here, and we put it on the community to help take care of the place too. We don't, you know, we wanted to represent and this community and the community be able to enjoy it, and for you know, whatever number of years to come. You know, I thank the city council. I thank Chris, Benny, and everybody involved, and that's they got me with that. They got me with that. Y'all had to catch me in church to talk.
We got